Hello everyone, welcome to the Cognit Talks. This is Vinita. I'm from Cognit Solutions. Today I came here to explain you about a scenario which includes the regular expression and the basic control flow statements, which includes that. So let us see what is the actual requirement we want. So here is the use case and here is the input file and the output, whatever we are executing in the studio, the output will be visible here. So let us see what is the use case first. So here there is an input file which is an Excel with four different columns where you need to read all the input file information and get the results based on the conditions. Okay, we are having a four different columns here first, which is value, result, conditions, and status. So here the condition column contains the only alphabet, special characters, and digits. These are the combinations of digits, alphabets, and also the special characters, right? So from here, as the condition is like we want only alphabets, right? So in this result column we need to get only alphabets from this particular expression. So what we'll get actually, the digits, the alphabets in here are J, K, and D, right? The result should be JKD, and here only the special characters should be displayed, and in this only the digits should be displayed, must be displayed. Okay, right? So as this is empty, we are considering it as a business rule exception. So for that we are writing it as an invalid condition, right? So we need to get all the results like this. So let us execute the code once so that you'll get a clarity how the output is actually about. Okay, so let's debug it. Yeah, it started executing the code. So as it were, it is throwing an exception in the third row as it was empty. So I've written some logs to get a clear idea. So you can see here that we are reading the input file successfully, and the new data table with headers is being created. And here you can see that only the alphabets are getting displayed, only the special characters are getting. These are the log messages to get a clear understanding on this. So once when we encountered the business exception, it was throwing an error, and at last we are getting the digits. Okay, so at last the data successfully added to the data table. So here is all about. So let us understand the code first. So see, whenever we are writing a code in the studio, make a habit of writing the annotations and what the task is about. And annotations helps to realize what we are doing with that particular activity, right? Okay, so here I've taken the Excel, kill process Excel. This will kills the Excel. If for example, if we have opened the Excel in the background, it will automatically closes by using this activity. Okay, so after once the it has been completed, I'm taking and rearrange workbook activity. So where we are taking an input file, see, you can see the input file. I have created a folder input, and from that I have selected the Excel sheet. Okay, and the sheet name will be input file input, and we are taking it as an entire table, entire Excel it will be taken. So see how I have written the annotations. Read the input Excel file of sheet name input and store the output result in the data table variable called dt1. So this will gives you a clear vision what we are actually doing. So here in the properties panel, we need to enable the add headers because the table we are having the headers, right? So we are adding the headers, and the output will be stored in the data table variable called dt1. So it will be automatically created that this data type variable type is data table. Okay, so now after that I've written as some log message. As you have seen, right? We are getting the all the outputs, right? Read the input file successfully. These are the logs. Okay, and then I'm taking an assign activity, and I'm taking a variable dt2, and it is also a data type of data variable type is of data table. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm writing dt1 dot clone is nothing but it adds all the headers which the data table 1 is having. Okay, the data table 1 is having some headers like status value, condition, right? So all the headers will be added to the new data table dt2. Okay, once this has been completed, I've written again a log message, and then we are having the four different rows in a data table one, right? So for each row it will iterates. I'm taking an activity call, as it is a data table, we are taking for each row in data table activity. Okay, it will looping each and every current row, and once it has been done, I'm taking a control flow statement which is called switch. So here I am writing that condition of current row of condition dot toString. Current row is nothing but the current row contains one row by row. Okay. From that current row, what we want is the condition column. So I'll just show you. Here you can see, as we are iterating by using the for each loop, what each item will get us, the current item will get it as only alphabets, only special characters, and only digits. These will be the current items. Okay, so the first condition will be getting is, what we have written is we need to get all these current items, okay, from this particular excel. So the first case is only alphabets, right? So we are writing this condition current row of condition dot to string, and then if by default we are writing some exception. For example, if we are not having, apart from this condition values, if we encountered any exception, we are throwing it as a business rule exception. Fine. So this is by default case. And as we are having the three different cases, like only alphabet, special characters, only digits, these are the different cases. So in the first case, which is like only alphabets, see, I'm taking a activity called replace. Okay, this activity you can take it from here, replace. Okay, and then you can get it from here. So what I'm doing here is, I'm just writing it expression. The what is the first condition we want? We want only alphabets from a particular expression, right? So apart from alphabets, what we are actually having is, one is digits and one is the special characters, right? So what we need to do is, apart, as we need alphabets, this is the cap symbol, this is the not symbol. Okay, we call it as cap symbol. Apart from A to Z and capital A to Z and small a to z, remaining all should be nothing. So we are writing here the expression. I'll just show you once how it acts. Okay, Control A, Control C. You can see here I'm writing the expression. See, Control plus. So here you can see the what are the items, what are the characters they have selected. I have written the not A to Z, apart from capital A to Z and not to Z, right? So here 3, 2, star, these all the characters will become nothing. Okay, so I'm just saving it. You can see here in the pattern, whatever the pattern we have given, it will display here like that. And the pattern options, it takes like, we are enabling the ignore case and the compile one, and what we are replacing it with is null. Okay, so we are replacing it with, apart from the capital A to Z and small a to z, remaining all the characters we need to get empty, right? So, and here will be the condition, what expression we are having, the current row of value dot to string, which is nothing but this one. Okay, this column is containing the expressions, right? So this is the input string we are giving. From this input string, apart from the capital A to Z and small a to z, the remaining all becomes empty and gives the result as jkt. Okay, okay, fine. And the next, we have writing the log message. This is the for the first one, only special, only alphabets. Now we'll just see on the special characters. See, on the replace, we are writing the expression as, in this one we want only the alphabets. We have completed the alphabets, right? So here we need to get only special characters. Special characters is nothing but, see, this is input. So we need to get only special characters. In this, what is the special characters are hash, agreed, dollar, and the ash, double ash, right? So we need to get all the special characters, and the what are the remaining one digits and alphabets must be empty. So the same expression we are writing here. So a capital A to Z, small a to Z, small a to Z, capital A to Z, and 0 to 9. All these characters should be empty, must be changed to empty, and the remaining, what will be the remaining? Only the special characters. Okay, done. So the same expression we are writing, the current row value dot to string, and it will be replaced with nothing. Nothing. We are storing all the results in a variable string variable called match result. I'll just show you the data type str match result, which is of string type. Okay, this is for second case only special characters, and the same with the only digits. In digits, what we are doing is, apart from the digits, remaining special characters and alphabets should be empty, right? So we are just giving it as not 0 to 9. So if we are giving only the not symbol 0 to 9, apart from this digits, all the characters will be empty. Okay, I'm just saving here, and the same thing goes with the text to replace, and replace with text nothing. Okay, and the same variable we are using str match result for all the three different cases. Okay, and then all this is surrounded by the try catch. Why? Because we are encountering an exception, right? Because we are having an empty row in the middle. So for that, if we have any such cases, by default it goes to the throws exception. It goes to the throws, like this block, default block, and it throws an exception for us. And once all the process has been completed, we are adding it to the data row. We have created a data table in the above, right? We have cloned it by adding all the headers. So for that, we are writing all the information to the array row. So the first one will be the, already we are having, right? The first one will be like current row of value dot to string, and whatever the result we are getting, that variable we are writing here, and also the condition. And once if this is being success, like we are writing it as a success one. Okay, this is the array row which we are giving to the data table too. And then we are giving the data table, and this is the array row. You can see the array row again. Clear? The first one, the value one, the variable which we have storing all the alphabets, special characters, and digits value, and then the conditions, and at last we are adding it as a success to the status column. If once we in default section write it as a business exception, right? So if it is a business exception, it comes here, and we have added a data row, the condition, the same thing which we are having empty, as we are taking it as empty, and it will gives the exception message. You have already seen, right? In the output panel you can see the invalid condition. This is the exception, this is the condition we have given in the throw. Okay, so, and once all the process has been completed, we are completely writing it to an excel. Okay, this is the excel. In this we have created a special sheet called output. So Here you can see that this is the value, result, column, status. See, you can see the invalid condition for the empty row, and the remaining all we as we in the result we got as we expected, right? Only alphabets we have got J, K, D, right? And then special characters, this is right, and also the results, right? So the output has been come as we expected, right? So that's all for today. So if you have any queries and for more information, so reach us at hello@cognitebots.com. See you all in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.